What is going on? We are back on Twitch. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hope all is going well with you guys. We got to keep the games rolling. You already know how we do. Shout out to the big homies again. Let's go ahead and do it real quick. Let's do it to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. How's everyone doing in the stream? We're just getting it kicked off soon. I'm checking a few things on my side and I had to go through some calamity just to get this rolling tonight. Just a quick story. We had a little bit of an issue within the last, I'll say 1 or 2 months or so in regards to getting the games running, but I guess it finally hit me and I had to struggle to find a Steam key so I can actually get the games running. But luckily enough for me, your boy got paid today, so I was able to take care of that, no problem. Make sure that everything was good, and yeah, the games keep rolling here. You know, everything is all good to go. I've tried the game just to make sure that it is working and all the mods are there. Everything is a-okay. The files are good. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling for sure. Hopefully the lag from last game is gone. I've been testing and I changed a few settings to see if that will help alleviate that. And we'll go ahead and get this rolling in just a little bit. I'm just double and triple checking a few things here. Mr. J Knight up in here. What's happening, big homie? What's going on? Everybody having a good old time. You know what we do. And it's going to be a fun game in this one. We didn't talk about like the two teams that's going to be featured in this one. It is a huge matchup here in the USFA. Pittsburgh is going to be hosting the Tampa Bay Typhoon. Ryan Davis says Tampa Bay about to get eliminated with a question mark. I mean, it's a possibility, but a loss by Tampa will officially eliminate Tampa from playoff contention. Pittsburgh, they're trying to get their best to keep it moving. And if Pittsburgh was to win this game, two teams from the Eastern Conference will be eliminated, that being the Tampa Bay Typhoon and the New York Mafia. So a huge game in regards to this setup here. And we're going to go ahead and keep it moving here. Let's go ahead and hit this play game button. Let me see if I could do something real quick. Hold a second. Let me see. Okay, cool. I'll double checking. Okay, so we're all good. Let's hit that play game button. Let's go ahead and get into it. And it looks like we are underway. Tampa Bay is starting with the setup here, and there's a lot of craziness going on with the scoreboard. So maybe there is something I need to change, but it's all good. The game is going to be rolling as soon as I flip over, figure out how to do it. And we are underway in the snow. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pittsburgh starting out with the football. Going to be a handoff here by Mike Hawk, and pushing past the 30 is going to make it 2nd and 7 coming up. I think I know exactly what it is. I think I just had one of my other mods like checked on when it wasn't supposed to be. So it'll be good for the next game tomorrow. Blake Grant going up against his former team, and Pittsburgh's looking to make sure that he knows that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. As we see a pitch going to the right side, and it's going to be down to the 40-yard line. There it goes, number 12, Ronnie Shanahan Jr. making it happen here. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Ryan Davis says, I'm more scared of New York than Tampa. Just saying, is what Ryan said, being disrespectful as always. We're going to see a pass here from Money Mills, going to throw it short. It's going to be caught by Mike Hawk, but he's going backwards. And there goes Mr. Chris Davis making the catch. I'm making the tackle there, I should say. Let me know how the game is looking. Once again, sorry about the scoreboard there with the small letters, but you kind of know which team is which. Obviously, the away team's on the left side, the home team's on the right. And it says Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh there. Is just small for some unexplained reason. But I think it's because I had one check that shouldn't have been checked. Because we're going to see an almost interception there. 3rd and 11 coming up. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Do I have? Okay, it didn't let me click it. The good old Typhoon. Gonna look for a pass here. Quick pitch, and gonna be caught and going to be incomplete. Almost got hit all the way over to the big homie Anthony Stank, but couldn't hang on to it. And that's going to make it 4th and 11. Tampa Bay coming onto the field. Offense looking real nice. Pittsburgh had a chance, but couldn't quite get the completion. Mike Jack up in here. What's happening, big homie? We're going to see the bounce into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up here. A lot of people are saying that there will not be 2 or more interceptions. All we need is 2 INTs and people will get their money's worth, as we're going to see the first penalty of the game is going to be on Tampa Bay's old lineman, bringing it back. Mr. John Smith, what's happening, big homie? How you doing, my good friend? Tampa Bay trying to get something cooking. Here comes James West with his first completion. Looking nice. Savon, turn it up. Going to get around 10. Actually make that around 14 with that extra push there. We out here, Stacks. How you doing, brother? I mean, I was stressing for like a good 15 minutes before I started the stream. I don't know if you heard, but I had to do the game key as well, as just like you guys did. Like, it wasn't letting it start up, so we're going to be good to go there. As we're going to see a handoff. Lucky enough for the USFA, I got paid today, so it didn't affect me too much. I just had to go ahead and buy that thing and put the redeem code in, and here we are. I had to start over my mods. So that's the reason why you're seeing the Tampa Bay in the pit and the score bug a little bit smaller than normal. I think I just have multiple ones keyed up on accident, but it's not going to affect the gameplay too much. I'm going to see if I can click this on real quick so I can kind of see what's up as soon as it clicks on for me. It should be straight. I don't know why it's showing it like this. Maybe I got to readjust it. I don't know. I could have sworn I only had one and I was right. As we're going to see the fake of the handoff. Here comes James West taking off to run and just throws this one away. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Is the Fox bug glitched, or maybe I got the wrong one in? Who knows? But regardless of that, the game's got to keep rolling. We are in the snow here in Pittsburgh. Should have been offsides, not to be. Going to look left side. Going to be caught. There goes Travis Bond getting the midfield. And it's going to make it 1st and 10 again. Drop back here, looking, turns up, throws it left side and caught. Pushing forward is again Vaughn, getting another potential 1st down play. They said he's short. Going to make a 2nd and inches coming up. And now the channel points is getting swayed for 1 or less INTs in this ball game. 2nd and inches coming up here. Going to be a motion man handing this one off. Going to be a 1st down play at the very least. And that's going to make it a 2-yard gain there for Jason Copeland. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Going to be a handoff to the left side, and the defense of Pittsburgh stands tall. There goes that wily veteran Austin Wheeler, who I believe is a 2-time Pro Bowler. Very underrated and oftentimes underappreciated linebacker in the United Sim Football Association. I give him all the praise in the world, and he has plenty of praise to be getting, because he's constantly around the play. As Pittsburgh's going to send the blitz. It doesn't quite get home. He's getting chased down. Going to avoid getting tackled. There goes James West, who's going to pick up the 1st down with his legs. And he says he has the speed to get the job done. And that's going to put Tampa Bay inside the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay trying to turn up, and they'll have themselves another penalty in favor of a false start. So that'll take away some of their momentum here, but still plenty of time here to get right. First and 15 coming up. Going to be a pass here from James West. Going to look right side and almost picked off. Should have been picked off, but could not hang on in the snow. That could have been interception number 1, but not to be. First quarter, pass halfway through. Pittsburgh trying to get the turnover to get the ball back. But those are the plays that playoff teams normally make. So better watch out. Better not cry. And they're going to go for the screen. And North Jacobson's going to tell you why he's one of the better halfbacks ever in the USFA. As he's going to make up a solid game for that penalty. 15 minus 7 is 8. So he's going to have an 8-yard gain there. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know how the game is moving. It's doing fairly decent. There's a few hiccups here and there, but it's getting a lot better. I've done a little bit of a cleaning there as James West going to do a 360 no scope and run straight into a sack. Seth Welch getting into the backfield, and Tampa Bay is going to have to slow it down a little bit. Field goal team coming up. And they're going to kick from the right hash here. This Trey Pointer going to send this one up. It looks like it's going to the right, and I am completely right on that. Tampa Bay is going to come into this particular drive scoreless, and Pittsburgh's going to get that football right back. Offense coming onto the field. We got a couple minutes or so for that prediction getting a giveaway as well. Exclamation point USFA. Pittsburgh trying to turn up, getting to the playoffs. A victory here tonight can definitely make that a lot more feasible, as we see a handoff up the middle there by Mike Hawk, who's trying to turn up a little bit. He's playing some of his best football here in the USFA all the way around, even in the Axis era. I'd say this is one of his better seasons, and he had 2 great breakout games last week. He's trying to turn up, give his team another edge. Money Mills has been balling out for sure. The team as a whole has been doing very well, as we're going to see Anthony Stank in motion. Going to go ahead and hand it off, and there goes Mike, who's going to get himself a solid gain. 3-4-11 so far on the game. And if you didn't know, that's actually my father's birthday. And tell Caboose that I actually do have a father. I'm black, but my father is definitely here. We're going to stop all of the nonsense in regards to that, okay? I do have it. Got people laughing at me. Going to be another handoff, pushing forward, and I think he stopped short, and the defense of Tampa Bay is going to make the stop. 4th and inches. Pittsburgh is thinking about going for it here. Me personally, I say try it, see what you could do. I think Mike Hawk could pick up a half a yard. And it looks like Pittsburgh's going to settle for the punt unless they go for the freaky. No, they are not. They're going to try to play the field position game, try to get a pin, but that one is barely into the end zone. Going to bounce to the right side, and if that was like a yard or 2 shy, I think that would have been the bounce that would have been the game breaker, if you will. And I'm going to go ahead and put my coin into no. I'm going to put in 750 there for the no for this one. I don't think it's going to be 2 or more INTs in this ball game. So we're going to go ahead and see a guy get sent in motion here. Tampa Bay going to go ahead and fake the handoff, looking for a man right side, and I'm not sure where exactly that was going. It's going to make a 2nd and 10 coming up. Shotgun set here for Tampa. Going to pass it here, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down, a throwaway, and I think it's going to be a hold there on Tampa. So that's going to back them up a little bit. 2nd and 20. Pittsburgh's looking for plays like that. That's 3 currently on the Tampa Bay side in regards to penalties, and that's definitely not helping the offense move the ball down the field. Pittsburgh with the chance to get some good field position if they could find a way to stop the defense here. Mr. Damien up in here. What's up, big homie? How you doing? Going to be passing it here, going with the screen. There's a defender right there, but he's going to shed the tackle off of that, and he's going to get tackled around the 10-yard line, maybe a loss of a half of a yard. Going to be 3rd and 20 coming up. I like when my boy Damian Chambers comes in the game, you know what I'm saying? He said he got the victory last game. Better watch out, faking the handoff, look for a man, launch your left side, gonna be incomplete as Jackson Brady and Angel Flugel came through with the breakup. Nothing much, brother, nothing much. Everything is everything. I had to do some house cleaning, had to buy the game again to get this rolling, but we're here, we're still alive. Gonna send this one away here. It's going to be returnable. Going to be taking this one past midfield. There goes Mike Hawk, and Pittsburgh's defense did what it was supposed to do. Now you got your offense in even better position than you was when you was last on it. Now they got to take advantage of it, move the ball down the field, and maybe we could see the first points of the game. You never know. Money Mills, he says he's ready to do something crazy in a good way, and you know what I'm saying? Gonna pass it here, gonna look left side, and that was almost picked. Trying to fit that one to Ty White. Or was that a drop they're showing her? So I'm not really sure. It was kind of clustered there in that area regardless, but looks like the game's running fairly nicely. Once again, keep me up to date with how it's looking on you guys, on your guys' side. Shotgun set again for Pittsburgh. Gonna pass it, looking for a man, throws it short. There goes Mike, who's gonna juke up, gets to the 45-yard line, and that's really about it. As the first quarter is winding down, potentially have one more play before the end of the first. But they could just chill out and take it into the end of the second, think about it a little bit. People have more time to be in here now, just saying, as we're gonna go ahead and turn into the second quarter. It's a snowy setup here in Pittsburgh, and it's only gonna get bigger and better from here. Make sure you show some love to the good people. Gonna be passing it right side and gonna be caught. Turning up is Mr. Guy Clausen. A gain of 14 for his first catch of the game, and it's gonna make it 1st and 10. Funny how people have more time to be in here now. Yeah, it's a big game here in the league. This is probably one of the bigger games up to this point of the season, as we're going to see a handoff here. There goes Mike, a juke move, but he's going backwards, and that'll be a loss of yardage there. Matty Tillman there with the tackle, looking real nice on the pursuit. 2nd and 11 coming. WILX 1993 Wilkes, what's going on? Hope all is well with your big homie. Shout out to you. Shotgun set here for Money Mills, passing it again, looking, is going to be caught, and there goes the big homie Anthony Stagg, and Pittsburgh's going to check into the red zone for the first time tonight. And I love those uniforms. I don't care what no one say. A very underrated uniform set here. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna pass it again, looking for it, man. Protection solid. Gonna go ahead and throw this right side, and caught. Who was that on the catch? Was that Mike Hawk again? Yes, it was. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Anybody been watching the UFL? Heard it's been pretty good for the first 2 weeks of the season. We're going to see a read option, and there goes Money Mill taking on himself, faking the team, and that's a big bucket. Money Mill said, give me the rock, I know what to do with it, I can run it too. And Pittsburgh's going to take the early lead. He didn't even cross the goal line all the way. As soon as he cracked it, he's like, I got it, I'm here, let me get some money. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. And let the siren play for the first time tonight. Yeah, there's a little bit of haterade on the Tampa Bay flavor. There's a little hatred against Tampa. Just a little bit, but honestly, they're a very talented team. They've just been underwhelming. There's been a lot of instances. Oh, well, Venom, yeah, Venom. They said want Venom to lose. Well, it kind of trickles down to him as well. In regards to it, frustrations are definitely happening here. Tampa Bay is not a team that should be at 3 wins currently. If anything, their record should be flipped to where it's 7-3. And they've had a lot of opportunities. They've had close games. They just couldn't get that last touchdown. I mean, not like he's been like disruptive to the league or anything like that. It's just more differences of opinions in certain aspects and stuff. It happens to the best of us. As we're going to see him, the big homie turn around and throw a dot there to Racker Braxton. 1st and 10 coming up here for Tampa. Great pass there on the run there by James West. I think a lot of it just comes down to not being able to take that next step in the development, as we're going to see a pass again to the right side and wide open. There goes the Rapid Raccoon, making it happen. Kai Coco. He says, you better guard me, stop playing with me. It's going to be a quick bucket, and Tampa Bay is an extra point away from tying this up. Kick is up. Kick will be good. A 2-play 71-yard drive, only lasting 46 seconds. And this is the offense that we've been waiting to see all season long. Even though we've seen spurts of them having like huge games in regards to points scored. But one of the bigger issues is allowing the points as well. So Pittsburgh's going to have to come back onto the field, get something cooking, and see if they can get the lead right back. But once again, a great job there from Kai Coco, who's approaching 1,000 yards again on the season. And I believe he's done that every single season he's been in the league or close to it. Let's see if we could pull the stats up, see where he at. But so far, the game is looking nice. A lot better than yesterday. Coming into this game, James West is leading all quarterbacks in passing yards with 2,963. So he will join Aaron Knight and I believe Dane Jones in cracking over 3,000 yards up to this point. We'll still have to see if Tyler Deathridge will make it, and he should be able to hit it. He's like 60 some yards away, as we're going to see a pass right side and going to be caught. And Ty White is running free to 20. The 10 not going to get touched. Someone clip that for you, boy. Ty White says she's ready to go. Give them the lead right back. What? Off the hands of Guy Clausen. Johnny on the spot. Wow. The sparks are flying here in the Eastern Conference. 14-7. Let the siren play again. I'm not sure how long that pass was just a minute ago or how long that pass to Kai Coco was, but Kai Coco only needs, well, yeah, he's over 1,000 now after that play for sure. He only needed about 36 yards. That was well over 36. So congratulations to Kai Coco on yet another great season, and that'll be 13 touchdowns on the season, a league leading 13 TDs there by Kai Coco. Ty White. That's definitely going to help her yardage right there. I'm going to see how much she has coming into the game. I believe she's a top 5. No matter how much I upgrade my player, I get lost. When Coco scored, I was wide open also. Who's the next 3 after Coco? I'll check that in a bit as we see a handoff there by Ulf Jacobson. Let me see if I can pull it up for you real quick. In regards to yards, well, in regards to yards, Kai Coco is in 2nd currently, but Ryan Davis more than likely will get that back when they play tomorrow. But touchdown wise, let's see. Gonna see the pass here again. There goes off, turn it up, a juke move, and then breaks the tackle, and he's gonna push past the 45-yard line. Tampa Bay on the move again. But in regards to receiving touchdowns, Ryan Davis is right behind Coco. Well, not right behind. Right now it's 13 to Kai Coco, and Ryan Davis has 9. Behind him is a tie between Carlton Banks, Earl Flint, and Vic Dotson. As we see another handoff here, there goes Ulf Jacobson, but there's a flag on the play. That'll be penalty number 4 there on Tampa, as that's slowing them down real quick. And then tied for 7 touchdowns total. Keith Simmons and Sean McGowan each have 7, and I believe he had 1 earlier this week as McGowan, so that should move him to 8. Phoenix Jones is there with 6, along with Travis Vaughn there for Tampa Bay. So a lot of touchdowns all ready to go, as we're going to see him get pushed back by Makani Kakoa. Ulf Jacobson, 5 carries, 4 yards up to this point. Ryan Davis said you should have came here. Yeah, and be wide receiver number 2. Okay. Yeah, you could be wide receiver 5 in Huntington Beach. Okay, going to be a handoff, pushing forward, pushing past the 45 again as Ulf is going to make it 3rd and 9. Passing it again, looking for a man, going to launch this right side and caught. And there goes Blake Grant, holding on to the football, rolling to the 42-yard line. His first catch will be for 11 yards, and that's going to make it 1st and 10. A beautiful pass there by the big homie, James West. I told you to go somewhere and be number 1, not go to the same team as the wide receiver of the year. Yeah, that is a fair argument. As we see a handoff past the 40. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. There's only a few teams that probably would have allowed him to be the wide receiver number 1. Let me see. Not Jersey, not Arizona. Tacoma, definitely. I think Tacoma would have been a good team if he was looking for a wide receiver 1 spot. New York has their guys, and we're going to see another handoff, and he's going to get swatted down. Dallas has their receivers. HBV's a dead zone. Charlotte, they have their receivers. Yeah, there's probably only 1 or 2. Ooh. Anchorage has their receivers too. Yeah, Pitt, you have all the receivers. As we're going to see another pass, and there goes James West going up against his former team and getting them inside the 20. Blake Grant said, nah, I ain't going to retire. He says it in the chat, but he says, stop sleeping on me. I got a lot of life in these legs. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. You got to remember, this was before the draft end season. Arizona needed a wide receiver before they got swoosh. Yeah, that's fair. They playing like it ain't snowing out there. Yeah, that's true. I've seen a couple slips up to this point, as that is going to be almost picked off, and honestly almost bounced right in the hands of Coco, but he didn't know where the ball was. 2nd and 10 coming. We haven't seen any INTs quite yet. 2nd and 10, passing it again, looking, going to be caught. 1st and 10 coming up. Honestly, I think the only thing that's really slowing down Tampa Bay is the ability to sim and try different things before the games happen. I think that's like the main thing that's really slowing Tampa Bay down, because they have the talent. I think they just need the scheme around the team more. If they had a guy that was actually able to sim, I think it'll be a lot different, as James West is going to throw it right side and caught, and there goes Riker Bryston, an extra point away from tying it up. It's going to be 14-13. Who gets the ball is determined by who is the highlighted receiver on each play. That's playbook. That's definitely true, but at the same time, it also determined by the play of the quarterback and the defense as well. So the #1 quarterback could be, very covered, as we see a missed extra point, and Pittsburgh's going to love that. They're still going to hold on to the lead with the final 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second. Could that be a big miss here in this ball game? Who knows? Like, I want to look up the attributes here for Blake Grant. Not to put you on blast or anything like that, but I do know for a fact that you're not in the 80s in regards to overall, so there's obviously still room for improvement. That's probably one of the things I would say. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick. See if I can give you some pointers that could help you out a little bit. I got a linebacker coming in the draft anyways. I mean, honestly, you should just keep them and just keep on upgrading. You're already sub, so you're going to get more points to get better, and that's going to be good for both of your players. So, yeah, your speed is very good. Awareness is very good. I say probably like change of direction would be a good thing to upgrade. Passing is going to be caught. Catching is solid, but they can always be better. The route running is definitely solid. Release is very good. Some of the intangibles there, the ball carrier stuff, could definitely be better. I mean, there's still room for improvement all the way around. I would say, like, stay the course. See if you could try to, get in a better spot within the depth chart, maybe. See if that could help you out. There's a lot of different things, because there's still, Huntington Beach is a testament that there's plenty of receivers that can eat in the scheme of offense. Just got to keep on upgrading, and it'll start turning its way around. If it's not this season, definitely next season for sure. And if there's a way to get the game to actually, do your own schemes and playbooks and stuff, that'll be very helpful, as well, as that is going to be over the head of the receiver. 2nd and 10 coming. But Kai Coco, with how great he is, like, I think if he's not #1, he's #2 in overall in regards to the wide receivers. So he definitely has a highlight there, as they're going to go ahead and try it, and he's going to throw this one away again. Going to make it 3rd and 10 coming. Yeah, you can have both offense and defense, most definitely. I think we're the same. If not, I'm one above. That's definitely true. I'm pretty sure, Ryan, you're on the cusp of being the highest. It's either one of you two, but I'm pretty sure it's you. I just don't quite remember if you're not the same. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man again, looking left side, and going to be incomplete, as Ty White could not hang on through contact. A great punch out there from the defense, and that's going to make it 4th and 10 coming up. Tampa Bay coming back onto the field on offense. Sending this one away is Anita Dick and me, looking for a pin. Gonna find a pin down to the 8. And that's definitely gonna help out for sure. First and 10 coming up. Tampa Bay will have to drive the length of the field in order to get some points. Quick offsides into a safety, but that's a huge drop back there for James West, who's going to throw the rock and is going to be caught. So that will give him some breathing room for sure. James West already at 200 yards passing. Going to be first and 10 coming up. He is tackled in bounds, so it's going to keep the clock moving. They're going to go no huddle here. Look in middle of the field. They're going to be caught. There goes Ulp, who's going to rumble to the 30. And they're going to keep the no huddle look going. First and 10 coming up here for Tampa. And Makani Kakola is right there. Passing it here, looking left side, off the helmet, and almost picked off. As the clock will stop at 43 seconds. That was a dangerous pass. Going on Gina, the cleaner, Buckley, what's happening, girl? And my boy Stoneway.
Shit like that.
As that is going to be incomplete there. Surely we see one interception at least. The Battle Lions aren't even playing. They already played. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh tonight. Looking right side and gonna be caught. Turning up is Vaughn, who's gonna move past the 40, and they'll call their first time out here. Get into the giveaway. Exclamation point USFA. We'll see how many people we got in it real quick while everything is doing this thing. And I did see that that giveaway of Gina the Cleaner. I'll put that in after this game. I kind of got swamped, so I'll put it in the one that you got the last stream. Let me see how many people we got up in here. We currently got 15, so good turnout up to this point. Passing it again, going to look left side, going to be almost picked off. Potential pick 6 territory there for Jackson Brady, but not to be. Second and 10 coming, and Pittsburgh saying just keep on trying those particular passes, James West. We're going to pick it eventually. James West going to try it right side, and this time it's caught there by Blake Grant, who's going to turn up and get inside Pittsburgh territory down to the 43. One more time out here. First and 10 coming up. Tampa Bay about 15 to 20 yards away from good field goal range to potentially get the lead back. Looking for a pass again. Protection is solid. And he's going to take off to run. And he's going to try to get past the defender with the juke, but he's going to get shut down. And I'm sure Tampa Bay is going to try to call the timeout here, see if they have a couple opportunities for a Hail Mary. I don't think a field goal will be doable from here. It'll be a 63-yard field goal from this distance. That's a little testy. So I'm assuming the Hail Mary is coming up. Ryan Davis saying that John Smith go away because he won the last 2 giveaways. But James West wants to win a giveaway on this pass. Going to get hit as he throws and going to be almost picked off. And that's the first time I've seen that. Normally they have enough time to get that off and get that joint deeper, but that almost turned out disastrous. And how many drop picks are they going to have? But Tampa Bay is going to try the long field goal, 63 yards, and that is nowhere near close. And here comes Pittsburgh with the chance to potentially go Hail Mary. That was a good try. You get an E for effort on that field goal, but not to be. Me, when corners can only get 75 catch, technically they could get up to 78 catch with the cap boosters, but we're going to see Mr. Money Mills take off to run, going to throw on the run, and once again, just like the field goal we seen earlier, an E for effort, but not enough to get down the field, and we're going to stop this first half 14-13. Tampa Bay coming onto the field, and we're going to see this one happen. Look at that pass. That was immaculate, or as one of my favorite rappers says, sensational. Well, not one of my favorite rappers, not really. I'm not really a big fan of Future like that, but how he says sensational is amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Passing it, caught. There goes the big homie Ulf Jacobson. You've been listening to the new album, the one with Metro Boomin. All I heard is the one that everyone knows like that, but I heard it was supposed to be pretty good. I'll check it out for sure. Passing it again and caught. First down play. There goes Tampa. Everybody's mad at J. Cole for apologizing. I guess we'll never get that J. Cole Kendrick Lamar collab right there. Unfortunate. But it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Looking for a man is James West. Quick pitch left side and caught. Make a one-man miss is Travis Bond, who gets inside Pittsburgh territory. And is going to make it 1st and 10. J. Cole fans are punching the air right now. Good thing my favorite rapper out of the two has always been Kendrick. Going to look left side and going to be caught once again by Travis Vaughn, trying to get back in the mix for tight end of the year. I don't know, they keep saying that Kendrick isn't all that good because it doesn't release consistent content, but he's a quality over quantity type of rapper, so that's why he's always been my guy. Tight end of the year, Vic only. I appreciate that. I'd like to agree with that. I mean, all things considered, I think he should be able to crack 1,000 yards this season with a solid game. Let me see if I could pull that up. Going to pass it here again, 3rd and 3. Goes for the screen, and it's going to be a big play. Going to get some blocks up front. And he's going to take it inside the 30. The screenplay has been immaculate up to this point here for Tampa. And they're going to take advantage. Inside field goal range. 7 catches, 67 yards. 75 catches, 918 yards, and 8 TDs there for Vic, as he's going to try to take over. We'll see him tomorrow night going up against his brother. Make sure you watch out for that. 10-0 versus 10-0, the perfect way to end week number 11. Only one can make it to undefeated status, and Huntington Beach, their intent to make sure that Charlotte stays exactly where they are, one step behind HBV. But from what I've been hearing, it's been a lot closer than a lot of people think, as we're going to see Ulf Jacobson run through a crowd, and he's going to average 3 yards a carry up to this point on 10 carries. 1st and 10 coming up. Tampa Bay trying to score a TD here. Why y'all jump that DB like that? Yeah, it looks like the old Ulf Jacobson here. Most definitely is looking really nice. Going to be passing it again. Looking left side and wide open. Riker Bryson, take 2. Tampa Bay taking the lead real quick. And it's going to be 19-14. We should see a 2-point conversion to try to make it 21. But overall, great drive to start the half here for Tampa. Going to send Kai Coco in motion here. Going to look for a man. Going to try to throw a right side, and They tried Blake Grant there, but he couldn't get his feet in bounds. And that's going to keep the score at a 5-point deficit. Pittsburgh with the chance to take the lead with the TD. We'll see what happens here. I'm sorry, HBV and Charlotte, y'all not getting the game of the week. Every game been bangers since Friday, bro. Yeah, it has been some really good games this week. Especially that Toronto and Arizona game. Unfortunate, it didn't have the same quality as this one here or any of the other streams we've had, but when it was rolling and it was able to be seen properly, like honestly, that was one of the top tier games I've ever called, and I was happy to do it for sure. Plenty of games to come for sure. There's going to be a return, going to be coming up, take it past the 30, and there is a flag right at the end of it, so it's going to go backwards. It's going to take it to the 24-yard line. Ty White is the culprit. Going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Like I told you before, we don't need to perform. Just 10 and 10 versus 10. 10 and 0 versus 10 and 0 is enough. Well, we get the situation for sure in regards to Wyatt's game of the week, but in regards to the actual gameplay, kind of hard to match, as we'll see a pass being thrown to the sidelines. I feel you, but just know I'm gonna be the first one talking smack if it's a stinker, is what Mike Jack said in the chat. I like how you guys help me improvise on my commentary. That's why I need y'all up in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I love each and every one of y'all.
Shit like that.
Gonna be passing it here again. Gonna throw it right side and caught. There goes Mike, who's gonna get outside of the 30 with that play. 3rd and manageable here. My computer is broken stacks. Like, why'd you break it? I meant to jump into day stacks, my bad. It's all good. Apologies again for the YouTube games not having all the commentary. It's just been swamped with work and everything. So best I could do is try to get the game out best I can, as we're seeing Ty White get past the 40, keeping the drive alive. It's 1st and 10 again. Right now, all of these games this week has just been ridiculous. That white guy in the chat loving those crossing routes, those crossing patterns. They're going to throw it short, and there goes Ty White again, who's going to get sent back by a strong safety named Jordan Vinny, who's also in the race for safety of the year. I think I said it earlier this week, but I think the top 3 safeties would be Preston Dotson, Jordan Vinny, and Wheezy Porter this season. A very, very deep crop of safeties all the way around. Kenny Bombard has been doing some great work. Angel Flugel's playing his best football as well, as we're going to see a handoff and a big hold. There goes Mike Hawk. 1st and 10 coming up here. And Mr. Tom Riddell up in here. He says he wants to check out the vibes, what's happening. Hope all is well with you. He was wearing that dapper orange, that Toronto orange on the suit. I was loving what I was seeing. I ain't gonna lie to you, as the Tampa Bay run defense is standing tall tonight. 7 carries, 23 yards there by Mike Hawk. I'll say he was looking pretty dapper though. Tom Riddell said, look, it get clean up in cold Toronto. You know, I got to step out. I got to step up and step out. You know what I'm saying? Passing it again, right side, and going to be caught, but he's going backwards, and that's not going to help him out at all. 3rd and 11 coming up. Ronnie Shanahan Jr. only 2 catches for 2 catches for 8 yards. And he's had himself a solid season, being in the spot where Blake Grant was last season. 3rd and 11 coming up. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. It's going to be caught, but he's going to take it to around the 37, 38 yard line or so. That's not going to be enough for field goal range. It'll be a fairly long one. Well, it'll still be a 50-some yarder. I mean, they could try it if they really wanted to. but it looks like they're going to try to go for the field position game. Last time they did it, it worked out, so I could see them trying it again, but this time that punt's going deeper into the end zone for a touchback, not to be. And Tampa Bay is going to save face. They're going to start at the 20 with a chance to extend the lead more. Just do exclamation point USFA without the quotation marks. You'll be all good to go. And what player are you? Just let me know in the chat. That way I kind of know who it is. Gonna be a handoff, and there goes Jason Copeland. That white guy is hoping for a big house to third, pick 6. That's our kicker. Oh, that's the big homie Javon Gusto. What's happening, big homie? I've been in and out. Has there been any picks? There have not been any picks so far this game, as we see a handoff, and the defense of Pittsburgh stands tall as Mother Dunn makes the tackle, setting up a 3rd and medium situation. I mean, still have a full quarter and some change, so 2 picks could definitely happen in that time frame. But up to this point, the people that chose the under are breathing easy. Still got plenty of time, though. Should see a pass, looking for a man. Going to look to throw it right side. It's going to be caught, rolling, and he's not going to be able to roll to that first down mark. He's going to be a yard shy, and the Pittsburgh defense stands tall here. It's going to make it 4th and 1. Pittsburgh's getting that football back with the end of the 3rd coming. Trey Pointer sending this one away deep to the right side a little bit. Going to be returned from the 25-yard line, and just a gang of defensive players holding them to a gain of 5 on the return. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Pittsburgh trying to get something cooking. Yeah, smooth the game tonight for sure. Yeah, I did a few things before I started the game, and then I didn't even tell you, Tom, I had to buy the game again through the game key just to make this happen. And luckily enough for the league, I got paid today, so I'll be all good to go. It's going to see a handoff, taking that pass to 30. It's going to make it 2nd and 7. Cross routes Clausen, tied now. Going to be a handoff again, trying to find a big hole. Going to get that first down. Staying on his feet to get past the 40 is Mike Hawk. And that's going to be the end of quarter numero 3. Throw your 4s in the chat, and we'll get the giveaway going in just a little bit. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Going to take off and throw off the back foot and find his man. There goes Guy Clausen with another catch, a 2nd and 3. And a shout out to the big homies, the ECFL, the GSB, and Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim for the big homies. And also shout out to W, the official energy drink of the United Sim Football Association. The United Sim Football Association, as we see another handoff for another first down there by Pittsburgh. Also shout out to I cannot talk tonight. Shout out to Paladin. If you need some software help for your business, Paladin will take care of you. In regards to that, all ready to go. You know how we do. The games keep rocking and rolling, and we love all of our affiliates and all of our sponsors. They keep us going to make sure that we keep that premium content going your way each and every season. Passing it again, it's caught, and I'm going to go ahead and set up for the giveaway here. And I just dropped something. Obviously, that sucks, but it is what it is. Looks like we have 16 people in the giveaway. And I'll go ahead and get that spin going in just a little bit. Let me make sure you get that premium sound. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. Throws a short, and there goes Ty White picking up the first. As that's going to be inside the 35. They go. Pittsburgh on the move. And it looks like we are going to set up for a 2-for-1. It's going to be another Drip God special. +5 TPE. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. It's the Drip God special, and I got to spin again. So We're going to see what the other prize is. Looking right side, going to be incomplete there. So it's going to be the Drip God special and something else. It looks like it will be right on the last tick. And this is going to be a big one tonight, folks. It's going to be the Drip God special, and it's going to be 25 Twitch coins. I'm just kidding. It's 25 TPE, okay? Who's going to win it? That's the question. So you get to change your look on the field, and you get an extra 25 TPE to go along with it. And I'll do it after this play. 3rd and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh. They could get back in field goal range, make it a 2-point game, but I'm sure they want more. Looking to turn up, and it's going to be worse. It's going to be a sack there by Brock Hoskins. And that's going to set him back, way back to the 40. And to get the prize, we got to see who wins out of the 16. Is going to be the team owner of the Toronto Rates, securing a playoff victory, a playoff game. And he's going to get some coin along with it. And he's going to get his trip taken care of, but I'm sure he's not going to switch out. He likes what he likes to wear, so I'm assuming he's just going to take the TPE for it. So you get the 25 TPE, and if you want to keep everything the same, that'll come with the extra 5 TPE. So if that's the case, let me know if you want to change it up or if you want to keep it as the TPE. Get as much TPE as you can. Hugh says he wants to keep the gear, so that's going to be 30 TPE going to the Mr. Grim Reaper. And that's going to be a run play there from Tampa Bay. But shout out to the big homie. So I'll go ahead and mark that here. Give me 1 second. Handoff, no, it's a fake. James West going to launch this right side. Going to be incomplete, trying to fit that one to the big homie, Travis Vaughn. It's going to be 3rd and 2. After 2 seasons, I finally win. Yeah, definitely a good job there for sure. I will update the giveaway channel now. Handoff, and off is gonna get stuffed. Mother Dunn and Darnell Pope teaming up to make it happen. Pittsburgh's gonna get a stop here. Gonna send this one away. It's gonna be returned. Gonna use that speed to get around the 42-yard line or so. 1st and 10 coming up here. Creme elects to cash in. Drip guard special. Passing is going to be caught. Turn it up. There goes Ronnie Shanahan Jr. getting a gain of 8 on that play. Grim Alexa cash in DGS for 5 TPE. So mark that there and post it. Good job, big homie. Faking the handoff here, looking for a man right side, and I'm not sure where that was going. Maybe that slipped out of his hands. That's the only thing that I could think of for that pass. 3rd and 2 coming. They're gonna go with the screen. And it's going to be a fumble and picked up by Maddie. It's going to run free. The 10-5 touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's not Maddie. I thought it was Maddie Tillman. That's actually Damon Jones. And it's going to be a big turnover there by Pittsburgh. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. 26-14. And now Pittsburgh is in a bad spot. And that is probably the biggest turnover of the season here for Pittsburgh. And you got to watch out for Pittsburgh because, honestly, their schedule does not get better from here. Let's go ahead and do a quick review. A loss here could very much be detrimental to their chances in the playoffs. They play a very hot New York team at home, and then they're on the road 2 times going up against Huntington Beach and then Charlotte. So this is a huge game that is going to be very hurtful. They had a chance to at the very least go 2-2, but now it makes it a 1-3 situation with Tampa Bay, New Jersey, and now New York still in the mix. So this opens up a lot of things here in the East if Pittsburgh can't find a way to turn it around. They're down 12 points, 6.5 minutes left. They're going to look for a man here. They're going to find no one on that play. And we said 2 interceptions. We have ourselves a fumble for a touchdown. How does this help with the 2nd seed? I think it helps a lot. We'll confirm that when the games are done, but I'm pretty sure you're like 95% if that was to be the case if Pittsburgh loses. Gonna look right side, overthrows them again. So 2 overthrows here by Money here in this cold weather. 3rd and 10. And I'd have to assume that it's 4 down territory here, like sending it back to Tampa Bay right after what happened. That's not going to help them out. They need to score twice really quick. Worst case scenario here, looking for a man. He's going to launch it again. He's going to try the left side, and once again an overthrow. Cannot hit the mark, trying to fit that to Clausen. So 3 overthrows on 3 straight plays. Going to make it 4th and 10. And this is the smart play here. Not enough time. They got to score on this drive if they want to come back. Going to be passing it here, looking to throw it short. And there goes the catch right there. There goes Ronnie Shanahan keeping their dreams alive. Getting past the 45-yard line. Going to make it 1st and 10 coming. Definitely needed that. And they honestly could have hit the halfback down the side. I mean, going up the middle of the field too. He was open, but they decided to go deeper and it worked in their favor. Pittsburgh needs to score quickly. My opinion, they need to score before 4 minutes hit. They're going to look for a man here. Going to launch this short and caught. There goes Mike, who's going to take it inside Tampa Bay territory. And that's going to make it 2nd and 2. And a field goal isn't going to cut it. They need a touchdown here. A field goal will still keep it at 2 possessions. Passing it again, looking for a man, throws a short and caught. There goes Ty White, who's going to roll to the 35-yard line. And that's going to make it 1st and 10. 6 catches, 117 yards for number 17, Javon Highland there on the tackle. Going to make it 1st and 10. Kind of need to turn it up here. Passing it again is Money. Going to pass the middle of the field and caught. There goes Ronnie inside the 20. And the Pittsburgh offense is rolling strong. Now that the 4-minute mark is here, now they need to score before 3 minutes gets here. Preferably 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Give yourself enough time to get a stop. But all is not lost here. Pittsburgh just needs to score. The offense is percolating. The perfect timing after 3 straight incompletions, and there goes a bad pass there. He had his man. A little bit of a miscommunication there with the receiver. 2nd and 10 coming. Look like Money Mills wanted him to be a little bit closer to the sideline, a little bit more up the field. That's where the ball was heading. It probably would have been a good play to potentially turn up and get the score. Passing it again, it's caught. There goes Ty White, 3rd and short coming. Another catch there from Ty White, 7 catches on the game. Once again, 4 down territory, no matter how you slice it. A lot of receivers here. Going to be passing it again, looking short and almost picked off. And now it's going to be 4th and 2. Now, in this situation, you can probably afford a run. See if you could just pick up the 1st down. 4th and 2, I'd probably trust Mike Hawk to make it happen, right? They are spreading it out, so it could be a pass play, but this does feed well for a pass. They're going to look and going to throw a pick. That is not good. Inside the 10. And Javon Highland makes the play of all plays. Now we just need one more INT and we'll hit that over there. But that is a bad play there. We're going to see Ulf Jacobson run forward. Pittsburgh is going to start calling their timeouts here. Not really a choice in the matter. And the Pittsburgh offense did what he was supposed to do until that play. Going to be another handoff, and there goes the big homie Jason Copeland rolling close to the 1st down mark. 3rd and inches coming up. Another 1st down. It'll be kind of hard for me to think that they'll be able to come back in this one as Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay trying to run this one off. They got the shotgun set. Pittsburgh's loading up the middle of the line. They're going to send big homie Vaughn in motion. Going to hand this on up. No, it's a fake. It's going to be a run. And there goes West, who turns up past the 30. And they fool him with the read option. Tampa Bay closing into a W tonight. What a play there. An aggressive play there by the Tampa Bay Typhoon. And this is some of the moves that we kind of expected from Tampa this season. You know, a little bit of run, a little bit of pass, mixing it up. And it's working for them in their favor, in particular with this game. They're going to send Kai Koko in motion, and they're going to hand it off again. There goes Ulf Jacobson pushing forward, and that should take us closer to the 2-minute warning. And not looking very pretty here for Pittsburgh going forward. They still have the 2-minute warning. That's really about all that's saving them. And Tampa Bay is going to let it run to that sector to run as much clock as possible. If Pittsburgh was to get a stop, they do have the ability to get the football back within the next 2 plays. But Tampa Bay is 1 1st down away from essentially wrapping this one up. Going to be stretching this one to the left side and sniped. And that's definitely helpful there for Pittsburgh. But once again, the clock is going to be running all the way through. Two critical turnovers there in the 4th quarter. Slowing down the Pittsburgh offense was the Tampa Bay defense. Going to be a delayed handoff and a big gain there for Copeland, who's going to pick up the 1st, falls in bounds, and I think we could call GG's on this one, folks. Tampa Bay played a near flawless game on offense, defense, and in special teams as well, outside of the one missed extra point. It could have been 27-14 if anything, but outside of that, they did what they were supposed to do. James West, they could go ahead and get this W for sure. Going to go with the happy knees. Tampa Bay will move up to 4-7, tying with New Jersey. Pittsburgh will fall to 5-6, still in the number 3 seed. So if New Jersey, Tampa Bay, and New York happen to keep on losing from here on out, Pittsburgh still has a really solid chance to make the playoffs, even with losses. So all things considered, We got to go ahead and take this one to the bridge, folks. That's going to be the final score, 26-14 in favor of Tampa. A solid game all the way through. Close, but no cigar there for Pittsburgh. They still have to fight to get their first playoff, their first playoff game. But we'll see the stats here, 384-303 in regards to the total offense. Excuse me, got me burping up in here, all this crazy talk. 8 for 12 there on the third down conversions there for Tampa. 2 for 9 there for third down conversion for Pittsburgh. That definitely didn't help them out in their case to try to come back. And you see right there, 27 minutes worth of offense there for the Tampa Bay Typhoon. Looking pretty nice, I must say. James West with a solid game, 1 yard shy of 300 passing yards, 23 for 33, 299 yards, 3 TDs. Gotta love the nice on the completion percentage there by West. On the other side, Money Mills, 23 for 40, 255, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And he did have the longest pass of 75 yards, but outside of that, that was pretty much it. He had, actually, no, my bad. Outside of that, that was pretty much it. Not too spectacular there. We've seen better games from him. Looking at the rushing side of things, the cheat code doing this thing, 16 for 46. He didn't average 3, but he did have some good carries and good receptions. We'll see when we get to the receiving side of things of what he did. Mike Hawk, 10 for 41 on the day. Jason Copeland, 5 for 24. James West, 3 for 26. Money Mills, 1 for 14 and a TD, but he also had a fumble. Looking at the longest rush of the game is going to be James West for a 15-yarder, and I believe that was on that third down conversion. So great job there from him. Receiving wise, we'll start with Pittsburgh. Ty White had herself a day, 7 catches, 125 yards and a TD. Mike Hawk, 6 for 26. Ronnie Shanahan Jr., 5 for 53. Guy Clausen, 4 for 36. Anthony Stank, 1 for 15. Looking at the drops here, looks like 2 there by Ty White, 1 by Shanahan. And the longest catch goes to Ty White for that long 75-yarder. Great job there from her all game long. On the receiving side, Travis Vaughn and Ulf Jacobson each had 7 catches. Vaughn had 82 yards. Jacobson had 64. Great job on the screens and the Texas routes there. Blake Grant going up against his former team. He says, maybe the grass is a little bit greener on the other side. I still got a lot of work to do, but I'm going to keep it moving. 4 for 54 on the day. Riker Bryson, 3 catches for 48 yards. 2 of his 3 catches went for TDs, so a big game there for Riker Bryson. Good job. The Rapid Raccoon doing his thing. 2 catches, 51 yards, and a TD. That's definitely going to add to his totals there. Riker Bryson with 1 drop, and the longest catch went to Coco there for a 46-yarder, doing his thing. Tackle-wise, Javon Highland with 10 total on the day. Great job from him. Leon Kennedy gets 8. Chris Davis with 6. Tank Jones with 5. Matty Tillman and Jordan Vinny each get 4. Shallow Marino, Chris Sheen, and Loki Gunderson each get 3. Brock Hoskins and Hendricks Harlow and Nasula Masula Rusu each get 2. Bad Omens there with 1 tackle, and he was the one that got the fumble recovery for the touchdown. I got my players confused on Tampa. My apologies. Chris Davis there with 2 tackles for loss. Hendricks Harlow and Matty Tillman each get 1 tackle for loss. Brock Hoskins and Hendricks Harlow each get a sack tonight. Javon Highland with that clutch INT in the red zone to help seal the deal. Pass deflection wise, Jordan Vinny comes to the game with 2. Marino, Sheen, Davis, and Highland each have 1. Hendricks Harlow forced the fumble. Bad Omens, he recovered the fumble for 41 yards for the touchdown. No safeties or anything like that, but he did get that touchdown, so make sure you mark that. On the other side, the leading tackler will be Darnell Pope with 11 from the defensive tackle spot. That's actually really impressive, and I don't remember the last time I've seen a defensive tackle crack 10 plus tackles. So kudos to Darnell Pope doing his thing. Angel Flugel there with 8, along with Mother Dunn. Timothy Brown and Makani Kakoa there with 7. Big House the third with 5. Jerry Philbin with 5. Seth Welch gets 4. Austin Wheeler gets 2. Tamiris Green gets 1. Let's see. Jackson Brady gets 1. Tackles for a loss. Looks like Dunn, Wheeler, Pope, and Brown each get 1 apiece. Sack-wise, Seth Welch and Darnell Pope each get a sack. No INTs, but honestly, there should have been at least 2 or 3 there by Pittsburgh. Just could not hang on. Timothy Brown with 3 pass deflections. Jackson Brady with 2. Tamaris Green with 1. No fumbles, blocks, or anything like that here. And that's all the defensive sets. Kicking-wise, Trey Pointer missed both of his field goals, but it looks like it didn't affect too much. And he also missed an extra point. So that's going to bring in 2 total points there from him. And the same thing could be said for Anita Dickamy, who's going to make both of her extra points. So 2 points for both, but she was perfect on all of her kicks. So she already got the W there. And punting wise, they were pretty much even, 3 to 5 punts on both sides. I'd give the W to Anita on that one. Kick return wise, Anthony Stank 2 for 48. Elijah Nigma 2 for 46, pretty even. Punt return wise, Mike Hawk, the only one with the punt return yardage there, with 3 for 20. And then we'll go into the scoring summary here, starting with the first quarter. Nothing happening in regards to points, a lot of great stops. Then it started to turn up in the second. Money Mills with the 14-yard TD run. Then Kai Coco matches that with the TD. Then immediately after that, the touchdown of all touchdowns, Ty White running it down the field for 75 yards. Then Riker Bryson matches that with a touchdown. So a lot of back and forth to close the first half. Then we go into the second half. The points slowed down a little bit, but Riker Bryson does get a reception touchdown for 14 yards there. They tried the 2-point conversion. They missed it. That's why they have 6. And then in the fourth quarter, Bad Omens with the fumble recovery there for 41 yards, the last score of the game. And Pittsburgh tried to come their way back, but ended up throwing the INT to Javon Highland. And that is how we're going to wrap this one up, folks. We still have one more game in the season. I was about to say in the season, in the week. So make sure you watch out for that. Going to be a fun ride as always. It's going to be 10-0 versus 10-0 in week number 11. Huntington Beach at Charlotte. I need to see this one packed up. It's going to be a fun ride. A potential United Bowl repeat rematch coming to you early. And we'll go ahead and see what happens from here. We'll go ahead and talk to you later. Thanks so much for everybody for stopping by. And let's go ahead and get into it.